Okay, hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be going over the top 10 best characters in SSF2 based on design, viability, how well they're done, and how well they fit in the current meta. So starting off, oh sorry, not random. Starting off with number 10, an original character, Bandana D. So I don't think he's that good. He's certainly a unique design. I think I like him a lot. He's got some great specials and stuff like that, but I really don't like the zoner archetype, and I don't think a lot of people like playing or, using those either. His neutral mostly circles around his projectiles and, phasing people out, or, spacing people out with fair and back air and stuff like that. So overall, a decent character. I think they did a good job of bringing him in, but I would have preferred King Dedede. I mean, seems like a kind of a weird pick. Certainly not a bad character by any means. On the lower end, I think, in my opinion, but not crazy bad. So yeah, Bandana D. Not the most fun to play as, but certainly a pretty well designed character. Enough to get a 10th place on this list. Okay, coming in at number 9 on this list is going to be Peach. So, not an original character by any means, but certainly a decent one. I think that she works really well. She's super cool and really fun to play as in the current game. The only reason she's this low on the list is because she isn't an original design. She is mostly based off of her Brawl and Melee variants, which is, yeah, not the greatest. But still, I think that she was brought really well into Super Smash Bros. 2. Her alternate skins, which unfortunately you can't see here, are really good. Rosalina, Daisy, are pretty good skins for her. But yeah, her turnips are awesome. Really good projectile. Hey there, buddy, where are you going? But yeah, turnips are a super good projectile. Really fun to mess around with. My only issue with her is that she always yells whenever she gets hit. She just goes the most high-pitched, annoying voice. Ready? Yep. See? They just play the same clip every single time, which is really stupid for multi-hit moves. But yeah, that's my number 9 on this list. Okay, so coming in at a number 8 is going to be Black Mage. So, one of my favorite characters. If you know me, if you've seen my tutorial video on him, I think he's super good. I think he's, or not super good, but I love his design. He's so awesome. All of his physical attacks are exceptional. He's got some crazy mechanics. As if I can show them off, Yoshi. He's got some actually awesome mechanics that I love. The fully charged smash attack is probably one of the best things I've ever seen. I always thought that should be implemented in the base game, but it never was. His down air spike, or not down air spike, but the down air Grim Reaper is such an amazing thing to pull off, especially for setting up pretty late game combos. Throwing people off screen and then using it. There, oh, no, I didn't get it off. I thought that would work. There we go. But yeah, overall, I'm waiting for that update. Hopefully they'll revamp his specials, which I say are his only fault, just because of how, difficult they are to use. His skins aren't the best. They're really, sort of samey. They don't really stand out very well, but that is partially because of the design. But other than that, yeah, he's got some amazing mechanics. I talk about them pretty in depth in my tutorial video if you want to see that. Overall, only his viability brings him down. Okay, so number 7 is going to be Luffy. So not the best character either, but one of the anime characters, and I think a pretty good interpretation. I actually have not seen One Piece, but from what I've been told, he's actually a pretty faithful, representation of him in his home series. I think anime characters were not a mistake, as some people say. I certainly don't relish the addition of more of them, but I think they're a great way to get people interested in the game. I think he was pretty well designed. He's decently fun to play as. His disjoints are nice. I just wish his arms and stuff were intangible instead of extending his his hurt boxes. But yeah. Luffy coming in at number 7. I don't really have too much to say about it, but pretty fun character overall. Hopefully he gets some buffs or something pretty soon. Okay, coming in at a number 6 is another anime character, Ichigo. Okay, hey there, Lucario, please. Get your turn, don't worry. But yeah, I really like this character. I hate playing against him. My friend picked him up and absolutely started destroying me, which is frustrating to say the least. But overall, a really good character, super fun to play as. He's got some crazy disjoints, probably some of the biggest hitboxes in the game. That up air alone is bigger like than most characters. I'm pretty sure it's about the size of Bowser, honestly. Like, seriously, or maybe not Bowser, but you know, a pretty tall character. It's honestly insane how big they are. Also, another thing, SSF2 lacks heavy representation, you know, heavyweights. We only really got Bowser and Donkey Kong, and Ichigo kind of plays like that too. He's a fast faller, and he's got some crazy damage numbers, so I like to consider him a heavy. But yeah, I think a pretty well designed character. His specials aren't the best, but certainly decent, and I love how he was brought into the game. Okay, so coming in at number 6 is Chibi Robo. A very good character. I think he's super good. Or not, I keep saying they're super good. I mean design-wise. He's not the craziest in terms of, you know, tier listing, but he's a super fun character to play as. He's got some pretty crazy disjoints on some of his aerials, and especially that up air, which is like pretty insane hitbox. But yeah, I thought he was really well designed. I keep getting Olimar vibes from him, you know, that quirky character who barely got any games, but he's still well loved by a lot of people. I'm glad they put him in the game. He was definitely probably never going to get into Ultimate, but I think his representation here kind of makes up for it at least. He's got some cool mechanics. His grab can be angled, despite being, you know, a tether grab, so it sucks. But yeah, my only issue is he's got this like side companion thing that just straight doesn't do anything. I wish that like weird helicopter guy did something. But yeah, his pocket move, one of the glitchiest moves in the game, but when it does work, it can be pretty fucking insane, honestly. I've been thinking of putting out a video on what exactly Chibi Robo can pocket. But yeah, hopefully you guys like him as much as I do. I certainly don't think he's incredible, but certainly a fun character to you know, pick up and mess around with. Okay, oh, nice. Coming in at a number 5, I believe? Yeah, coming in at number 5. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I can count, you guys. If you didn't know, I actually can count all the way up to 7. So I don't know why I made a top 10 list. But yeah, I think he's a pretty decent character. I thought he's one of the newcomers. He's super fun. He's not super fun to play as, but I think his special inputs are something that are really nice to mess around with, you know, especially in a casual environment. I find it difficult to do them in a competitive environment, especially since, you know, they can be like pretty difficult to pull off. There we go, nice. I was trying to do that for a while. But yeah, his recovery is shit, but, you know, kind of understandable. And I think his skins are super good. I think the Ken skin is a nice addition. But yeah, really fun character. I love how they implemented his heavy and light attacks. I think they should have made the timing a bit easier or a bit more lenient on his light attacks. It is kind of difficult to pull off a, you know, light down tilt or something like that. It tends to go into the heavy version, but you know, not too crazy of a thing. He's got a crazy spike, which is honestly like pretty powerful for someone who doesn't have an offstage game. And yeah, I think he's pretty representative of his home series, Street Fighter. I wish they had managed to implement the mechanic where he could turn around, or he couldn't turn around, but oh well, you know, live and learn, or whatever. Not too crazy of a deal. And that spike is something to, you know, die for. Okay, number 3 is going to be Rayman. So honestly, that jump alone, this jump is enough to put him over the edge. What a clean animation. What faithful representation from his home series. I think they did such a good job of bringing him into the game. Really, honestly, a fan favorite. People have been clamoring for this guy for a while, and SSF2 did it, and I think they did it superbly well. Such clean animations. I think, again, that jump alone. Look at how smooth and fluid this is. It looks almost exactly like it is in Rayman Legends. I think Plum is super cool. I think people are going to be doing some crazy stuff with it. I'm looking forward to the combo videos. But yeah, I think he's such a well-designed character. His disjoints are crazy. His neutral B, kind of a weird move. I have seen this spammed a bit, but I'm pretty sure there are ways around it, especially at earlier percents. But yeah, I think he's such a great character. I think they did a really good job bringing him in. Not my favorite character in the game, mostly because I'm not a big fan of Rayman in general, but still very good overall. Okay, so another mirror match. Coming in at number 2 Runner-up is going to be Sora. Honestly, another fan favorite. People have been clamoring for this guy to be put in SSF or Super Smash Bros. For a while now. I think he was so well designed. His new resprite is honestly like one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. His skins, that dark skin alone is like super cool. I love the you know, the sort of reverse skins that a lot of these characters have, and I think they did such a good job of reskinning him. His special mechanic, his down B, is super cool. I enjoy using it a lot. It's super fun to mess around with. And his new animations are absolutely superb. I don't know whether I can show you, but that throw alone, like, look at that. Look at that. It is so clean. I certainly love playing as him. I think there aren't enough sword fighters in this game. Sora is definitely... he kind of counts. His key is very vaguely sword-like, but I really like him. I'm so glad he's in this game, and I think this resprite was a much-needed change. Okay, coming in at number 1 is going to be Lucario, one of my favorite characters in this game. Honestly, superbly well designed. I think he's honestly phenomenal. Such a well implemented character. I would have preferred Mewtwo, but looking at this guy, looking at him in game, it's honestly hard to tell between the two which one I would prefer. Super fun to play. He's got some great mobility options. He's got some awesome power behind his moves. That aura mechanic, a bit broken when it first came into the game, but still insane. I love that back air. I love how powerful it is. Aura Sphere is a great charge projectile. I think he is honestly flawless. You can play him almost any way you want. Zone with projectiles, or get in and do some pretty sick, nasty combos with his, you know, his other moves. Recovery. A bit hard to pull off, but honestly, not as hard as you think it is. If you learn to do it, if you learn to play this guy well, you will be rewarded, okay? He is insane. His potential, I think, is super high, and I think he's going to be an easy S tier once the meta develops. Another thing that I super love about him, if I can show this off, kind of difficult to do, especially since this guy is kicking my butt, is that new side B spike. Insane move. I love that decision. That was such a cool way to implement it. I thought it was superb. I think it is an insane decision on the part of McLeod Gaming to pull this in, and I thought he was super well implemented. Finally, oh man, I could do that all day. Finally, probably my most well-liked mechanic from this guy is his unique counter. So, not never seen before, honestly, sort of a black mage type thing. But I love how it gives you the freedom to pull out whatever else you want instead of being stuck into a straight counterattack. By pulling it out, you can do whatever you want. And they made such a good decision bringing that into the game. I am so glad that they did. It is honestly superb how well this man was put into the game. I'm so proud of him. And I think I might prefer him to Mewtwo at this point. If this is how he's going to be, then I honestly am going to prefer this. Easy S tier, I think. He's got some great potential. That down air spike too is insane. But yeah, he's going to be our number 1 best designed character. Super viable. Really, I wouldn't change a thing about this guy. Maybe make him a bit more powerful, but honestly, I think he's pretty well balanced as is. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. But Waluigi! Okay. So you know I couldn't have gotten away without putting this guy in. Everyone wanted him in here, and he is finally here. Waluigi, the man himself, Big Dick Boy himself. Such a fun character to play as. Honestly, I'm surprised they managed to pull an entire moveset out of their ass, considering this guy's only been in like Mario Party. But super fun character. I love him. He's got some great mechanics, some unique things that he can do. I love his down B. Super great for edge guarding or getting out of combos right there. But super fun to play, super fun to, you know, troll on your friends with. That up air spike, if I can show this off, is pretty insane. I think they couldn't have done a better job. A lot of people clamored for him, and I'm so glad they finally put this guy in the game. Only gripe would probably be that he's a bit drifty, like Luigi. He tends to drift when he walks, so you're kind of incentivized to do dash canceling. So not my favorite, but still pretty good. And one of my favorite characters. Definitely prefer him to Wario, at least. Ugh, no one likes Wario. But, yeah, Waluigi himself. Insane character, super fun to play. I'll probably be doing a tutorial on him soon, but maybe not for a while. I'm going to save him for, like, a special occasion. Alright, And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this list. Do you guys have any disagreements, agreements? You want to say anything, put it in the comments. Other than that, subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!